Chinese spy balloon.
A Chinese spy balloon.
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 Chinese spy balloon. Chinese spy balloon.
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 Fox News absolutely imploded this week with a Chinese balloon floating across the USA. It's time to play America's favorite new game show, Hypocrite of the Week. Tucker, you're up first.
If you were to fly your Cessna into restricted airspace in parts of this country, the U.S. military would scramble jets and they might shoot you down. So it's not a small infraction. Unless, of course, you happen to be the Chinese government and you're operating an enormous white dirigible designed to spy on American nuclear installations. In that case, you could relax. You've got friends at the White House. Absolutely nothing is going to happen to you.
Whoa, big start. Starts off by accusing Biden of being besties with Xi. That's worth 10 points.
You can't have a country if you don't have borders. But that's also true of airspace, which is itself a kind of border.
Somehow manages to throw in a dog whistle about Trump's border wall. I tell you what, that's absolutely outstanding hypocritical bullshit. That's another 10 points. You're up to 20. All right, Sean, you got your work cut out for you.
It is a massive Chinese spy balloon the size of, say, 3 school buses. It has been hovering over our country for days. And why hasn't our government told we, the people, about this?
Oh, please. Daily White House press briefings, news conferences, the Pentagon doing press briefings, not to mention 24-hour Fox coverage of the dangerous balloon that's coming to kill us all. You got some huge balls on you. I'll tell you what else you got. You got 10 points.
And for all those Pentagon groupies who are buying the line that the generals are worried about collateral damage on the ground if they shot it down, okay, get your head screwed on straight. If we can hit home plate in Yankee Stadium with the cruise missile launched thousands of miles away, I think we could pop a balloon without endangering human life.
Well, in that bullshit scenario, Yankee Stadium wouldn't have to fall 10 miles. Wow. You are an insufferable, stupid bitch. But I'll tell you what else you are. You're on the board with 10 points.
By this afternoon, the Chinese spy balloon had made it to Kansas City. And there, over the skies of that city, a pilot flying a private plane at 47,000 feet came close to hitting the Chinese spy balloon. Derelict balloon adrift, he said, in a notice to other nearby pilots.
No, that's stupid.
I'll handle this, Laura. Tucker, she's right. That's pretty damn stupid. You realize that that's about 13,000 feet below where the balloon was. Your dumbass pilot doesn't do math any more than your Fox viewers do. I wonder if you can even do math. Wow, you're dumb. Well, I'll tell you what, you might not be able to do math, but you got yourself another 10 points. You're up to 30.
And yeah, no doubt they are gathering facts about our military bases, our nuclear facilities, and God knows what else. Now, I have an idea. How about China gets their asses out of our airspace, and if we don't, we'll blow them out of our airspace.
Because Sean Hannity's tough on China, because he's a man. He's got himself 10 points. He's up to 30.
We appear to be more worried about offending the Chinese, more afraid of protesters storming our capital, than protecting our own homeland against a communist aggressor.
Personally, I think we can do both. I know during Republican administrations, it's not possible to do anything more than one thing at a time, hence COVID and the economy. But I tell you what, you got yourself another 10 points. Time for round 2, where the points can double.
Consider, how would we respond if Putin were doing this? If this were a Russian spy balloon? Well, you'd have the world's shortest news story. Russian spy balloon spotted offshore. Entire U.S. Air Force mobilized. Balloon reduced to vapor in seconds.
Fat pieces of ham like you would gather the pitchforks and march on the Capitol, much like January 6th. You got yourself 20 points. You're up to 50. And Fox News would immediately say that Biden was being reckless with American lives and that he's warmongering with China and trying to get us into a war in Asia, just like he's gotten us into a war in Europe. Way to go, Tucker.
So no, there would not be a lot of debate about what to do about a Russian spy balloon. We'd kill it instantly, as you would any hostile foreign intrusion. But things turn out to be a little different when it's a Chinese spy balloon. As far as we know, Vladimir Putin has never sent cash to Joe Biden's crackhead son. He probably should have. That would have been a very wise investment in retrospect. The Chinese government, long thinking as always, did send cash to Joe Biden's crackhead son, and apparently to Joe Biden himself. And that paid off.
Well, hell, Joe Biden's crackhead son, that's worth 20 points alone. You're up to 70. Way to go, Tucker.
There's something deeply wrong with the president that is quick to call Republicans a threat to the country, but will not stand up to Russia or even take action against a Chinese reconnaissance spy balloon flying over U.S. military bases.
Exactly how many Chinese people broke into the Capitol on January 6th to murder cops and to hang Mike Pence? Never mind, that's a trick question. You got 20 points.
In contrast today, former President Donald Trump, he released this video.
Instead of hunting down Republicans, a reformed FBI and Justice Department will be hunting down Chinese spies.
Whoa, douchebag Trump clip. That's worth 30 points, my friend. You're up to 80. Way to go. That was some hypocritical, bone-crushing developments right there, man. Impressive.
And we have to ask the question, did his high-dollar family business dealings with China compromise his ability to do the right thing in this moment of crisis?
Considering Ivanka's 300 Chinese patents and the $16 million that Donald Trump got from his secret Chinese bank account in 2018 while he was still president, that's some hypocritical explosions right there, my friend. That's worth another 20. You're up to 100.
By launching it, watching it, and then watching the U.S.'s slow response, Xi is learning a lot about us, the great United States.
I wonder what no response taught the Chinese when Trump was president, because they sent 3 Chinese spy balloons across American soil and he did nothing about it. He was too busy serving cake. That's worth 20 points. You're up to 50. That leaves Tucker at 70 and Sean at 100. He's in the lead. Time for round 3, where the points can double again, and this time, the stakes really matter, because it could be 0 points.
And it raises a much bigger question, which is why? What's going on here? What else do they know but refuse to tell us?
Maga dog whistle, nice. That's worth 40 points. You're up to 110.
What you didn't hear was a lecture about how the Chinese military is a threat to our democracy and our American way of life. It's not like the Chinese invaded Ukraine. No, just our country. So no big deal. Stop asking questions.
Wow, that's pretty hypocritical. We're gonna settle dig to try to blow off Ukraine. I know that's your plan. That's worth another 40 points. You're up to 150.
But the administration's position on the Chinese spy balloon becomes not just ridiculous, but scary when you learn that this is not the first Chinese spy balloon.
I guess Trump really was too busy serving Xi cake to say anything about the Chinese spy balloons. That's worth another 40 points. You're up to 190. You're really showing them what's what, Tucker.
Other Chinese spy balloons have flown over this country, and the Pentagon didn't shoot them down either. Now, you probably didn't know that because nobody told the public about it. The existence of those Chinese spy balloons was classified. Apparently, it still is classified.
You really are a hypocritical piece of shit. So now you're blaming the fact that Trump classified the Chinese balloons while he was giving Xi the cake? That's somehow Biden's fault? Wow, you're a hypocritical mother. That's a big 40 points for you. You're up to 230. Outstanding.
You do it for a reason. The question is, what's the reason? We're going to try to get to the bottom of it if we can.
Of course, Tucker knows about the Chinese balloons under Trump's watch. He's not going to say anything like that because he's lying to you.
U.S. officials tell Fox it's not the first time Chinese spy balloons have flown over the United States, spotted over Texas and Florida, dating back to the Trump administration, but never previously acknowledged publicly.
He's a hypocritical piece of shit. But I tell you what, he's got another 40 points. That brings him to 270. Sean, you really got your work cut out for you. What are you going to do?
But is it just me, or does the Biden administration seem to have more contempt for we, the American people, than our #1 geopolitical foe?
Now that's some hypocrisy the size of a Chinese satellite.
Joe Biden is still refusing to supply Ukraine or allow Europe to supply Ukraine with the fighter jets that they need to win the war against Russia.
Whoa! After months and months of saying we should get out of Ukraine and that we're warmongering, or that somehow Joe Biden has forced Russia's hand to invade Ukraine, this mother pretending to call for fighter planes being sent to the battlefield. Outstanding. You notice he didn't actually call for it. He just pretends that Biden's holding them back. That's some hypocritical crap-ola there. You've got yourself a Russian propaganda bonus on top of a MAGA bonus. That's worth 200 big points, Sean Hannity. That brings you to 300. Sorry, Tucker. I guess this just wasn't your day. Sean, you're in the lead.
The U.S. statement on this should have been short and to the point. Something like, we consider this move to be a deliberate provocation and a blatant violation of our airspace and our sovereignty. We have taken swift action to eliminate the potential intelligence threat to the CCP action posed to our nation, and any nation or organization that attempts anything similar will find the same result. All future high-level discussions with China are hereby postponed indefinitely.
Oh, Laura, that's just a bullshit statement because you want to be tough like Sean. I'm sorry, Laura. No points for you. You're going to have to do better than that.
China does have all the leverage. Our military is hyper-focused on Europe. Our supply chains are still in China. We've depleted our munitions by sending so much to Ukraine. And our military is mired in woke nonsense.
It's a hypocritical atom bomb! Military move to woke nonsense. Outstanding, Laura. That's how you win this game. You've got the Russian propaganda bonus and the Maga bonus. That's worth 200 points. Plus, you're gonna get 40 points for any time you say anything bad about Europe. And of course, you're gonna get an extra 40 points for woke military. That was red meat to the base, Laura. You are one hypocritical, crazy bitch, and that's why you will be our returning champion.
It's frankly, all of it, disgusting. And it's un-American.
Yeah, we got it. You already won. We've got some nice parting gifts for those who just weren't quite hypocritical enough. Tucker, Sean, these are for you. But our returning champion is Laura Ingraham. She is one hypocritical nut job. No one does it better than her. She will be our returning champion. Join us next time for America's favorite new game show, Hypocrite of the Week.